I was crying this morning, and my son was like, "Why are you crying?" I was like, "This is the most beautiful sight in the world."
Hey, this is Amy, and one of the things that we couldn't fit into the first episode of Threshold were the names of all the bison watchers that I talked to on the side of the road in Yellowstone National Park. So we're going to hear more from Bindu, who you just met, in a second. But the other people we heard in episode 1 were Cheyenne from California, Caroline from Liverpool, Deborah from Colorado, Jerry and Sharon from Utah, Dick from New York, Donnie and Mike from Oregon, and 10-year-old Ethan from Wisconsin. And then Bindu. Turns out she's actually a wildlife biologist. So she and I talked for probably, 10 or 15 minutes, and she said all kinds of interesting things. And this next bite that you're going to hear from Bindu made it into every draft of the first episode except for the last one. The only reason we had to cut it was just for length. I think what she has to say takes a minute to fully absorb because it's kind of deep, and it was just hard to fit that in with the pacing of the other bites in that section. So thanks to her and to everyone who was willing to talk to me. It's always weird when someone walks up to you with a giant microphone and asks you a bunch of questions, but people were very open and friendly. And that was one of the joys of this reporting process, was just meeting people that I never would have probably had a reason to talk to otherwise. Okay, here's Bindu.
We are absolutely the luckiest people on earth to see this. Yeah.
What do you think it is about wildness and wildlife that inspires that emotion?
Speaking for myself, it makes me feel very small. It really humbles me to think that there's all this creation around us. There's nature, there's a whole cycle that doesn't involve us. And it's going along beautifully without us being involved in it. And so it makes me feel very small. And
small in a good way, it sounds like.
Yeah, small in a good way, in the sense when you're living in a city and you're doing your job and you're doing your work, you get caught up in this is all there is, and then you come out and you're just a very, very small part of what's happening on Earth. Mm-hmm. And so there's so much more that's happening, and it has been happening for hundreds and thousands of years, and we're just a small cog in it. Mm-hmm. A very important cog, but still a small cog. So.
You're listening to Threshold. Like a little fake radio.
Yeah, a little less fake radio.
Can I do it?
Yeah.